Good evening, you're watching Hornbill TV's Northeast Express. Justice M.S. Ramachandra Rao officially assumed charge as the Chief Justice of Tripura High Court after being sworn in at the Raj Bhavan. Tripura Governor Indra Sena Reddy Nalu administered the oath during a brief ceremony attended by a key state and judicial dignitaries. Soon after taking the oath, Justice Rao began his duties and joined a bench at the High Court. He is the 9th Chief Justice in the history of the court and brings with him prior experience as the Chief Justice of Jharkhand High Court. Present at the ceremony were Chief Minister Manik Saha, Ministers Ratan Lal Nath, Vikas Debrahma, Sushanta Chowdhury and the High Court Justice including T. Amarnath Gaud, Sabyasachi Datta, Purakayastha Biswajit Palit and former Justice Arindam Lodh. Justice Rao's appointment follows the transfer of the former Chief Justice Apresh Kumar Singh to the Telangana High Court.
Of Honorable Governor, sir, the proceedings are now closed.
Monumental and auspicious event today. उपस्थित अतिथिगण, हमारे आज के इस समारोह में त्रिपुरा के जनप्रिय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मानिक शाह जी हमारे बीच उपस्थित हो चुके हैं। महोदय का त्रिपुरा के माननीय राज्यपाल महोदय श्री इंद्र सेना रेड्डी जी हमारे बीच उपस्थित हो चुके हैं। महोदय का बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन एवं स्वागत।
In Hailakandi district, the names of several hundred voters from the Riang, Kasi, Chakma and Tripuri tribes have been residing for decades in the Assam-Mizoram border areas of Dolachera, Bilaipur and surrounding hilly forest regions have suddenly disappeared from the voters list. This incident have caused deep concern and anxiety in the district. In this regard, a delegation from the BJP Youth Morcha met with district's Divisional Forest Officer DFO today, Tuesday, and highlighted crucial details about the issue. Later speaking to the media, Hailakandi District Youth Morcha President Dr. Milan Das said that these tribal communities have been living in this region since 1960s. Their names were previously on the voters list, but now it has been observed that their names have been removed without any clear explanation. He described the incident as alarming, stating that the removal of the names from the voter list does not only deprives them from their voting rights, but is also equivalent to losing social recognition and constitutional rights. Additionally, Dr. Das alleged that after arrival of many outsiders, tribal lands have been encroached upon. He expressed support for the ongoing eviction drives against illegal encroachers led by the Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, stated that it is the need for the hour to immediately start an eviction drive in the hilly areas of the South Hailakandi. The Youth Morcha president also informed that they have submitted relevant tribal information, old voters list and other evidence to the Forest Department's DFO, and the issue will soon be raised with the district and state governments.
আজি মেইনলি আমি মানে ডিভিশনাল ফৰেষ্ট অফিচাৰ ডিএফঅ ছাৰৰ লগত আমি লগ কৰিছোঁ। আমাৰ লগত জনজাতি মানুহবিলাক আছিলে, মেইনলি তেওঁলোক দে বিলং ফ্ৰম সাউথ হাইলাকান্দি পাৰ্ট। তো এইটো পাৰ্টত বহুত ইমান পুঞ্জি আছে আগত, য'ত 1950 1960 বুটা লিষ্ট আমাৰ লগতে আছে। সেইটো টাইমত তাতে কমপ্লিটলি ৰিয়াং মানুহ বা ত্ৰিপুৰা মানুহ বা চাকমা মানুহ বা খাচী মানুহ এনে ধৰণৰ মানুহ আছিলে, মানে মেইনলি জনজাতি খিলঞ্জীয়া মানুহ আছিলে। কিন্তু আজিৰ দিনত যদি বুটা লিষ্ট আপুনি চায়, এজনো জনজাতি মানুহ নাই তাতে, এজনো জনজাতি মানুহ নাই তাতে। জনজাতি মানুহৰ হাতত জনজাতিৰ ল্যান্ড নাই, তেওঁলোকৰ সুৰক্ষা নাই। সেইটো কাৰণে মাননীয় মুখ্যমন্ত্ৰী ডাঙৰীয়া যে অভিযান মানে আৰম্ভণি কৰিছে, সেইটো আৰু মানে ত্বৰান্বিত কৰি আমাৰ এইফালে বিশেষকৈ সাউথ হাইলাকান্দি ফালে বা ধলচৰা বিলাইপুৰ যেটা আমার মেইনলি দুটা বেল্ট আছে, ট্রাইবেল বেল্ট আছে, ফরেস্ট বেল্ট আছে। এই উচ্ছেদ অভিযান চলাব লাগে, এইটো কাৰণে আমি কিছুমান ডকুমেণ্টো ছাবমিট কৰিছোঁ, বুটা লিষ্ট ছাবমিট কৰিছোঁ উইথ প্ৰুফ যে ইয়াতে ইভিকশ্যন হ'বই লাগে। ইয়াতে আগতে ৰিয়াং মানুহৰ জমিন আছিলে, আজি ৰিয়াং মানুহ নাই, আজি ত্ৰিপুৰা মানুহ নাই, আজি খাচী মানুহ নাই, আজি বেলেগ মানুহ আহি এই জেগাবিলাক জমিনবিলাক দখল কৰিছে।
Several World War II artifacts believed to be left behind by soldiers involved in the Battle of Imphal in 1944 were found by laborers at Lang Thabal in Imphal West district on Tuesday morning. Officials said that the artifacts were discovered 4 feet under the ground by laborers while digging for construction works at Lang Thabal. Large numbers of rusted empty cases, water bottles, 1 grenade, shells, spades, rusted tin can and items that are yet to be identified have been recovered from, and further digging is underway to recover other items. The artifacts are believed to be left behind by the Allied forces as there was an Allied camp at the nearby Kanchipur hills during the World War II period. Another in 1944, forces of the Imperial Japan had surrounded the hills of Manipur but could not overrun the massive Allied army camps set up in the different parts of Imphal Valley. The Battle of Imphal, along with the Battle of Kohima involving Imperial Japan, Azad Hind and Allied forces comprising of British and Indian soldiers, is considered Britain's greatest war by British National Army Museum. The battle was a significant victory for Allied troops and stopped the Japanese advance to then British India. More than 54,000 Japanese troops were killed or wounded, while more than 1,200 Allied troops perished or wounded in the Battle of Imphal. Years after being forced from their homes by ethnic violence, several Métis families are finally returning to their devastated homes in Kanchup, a quiet village in Imphal's West Lamshang area. The ethnic violence in 2023 left their villages in ruins and forced thousands into cramped relief camps. While government rehabilitation efforts bring hope, challenges like healthcare access and mental trauma persist. The scenes that greet them are painful: burnt houses, crumbling walls, and memories burnt under soot and silence. Yet the return marks the beginning of something long awaited and healing. True recovery will require not just rebuilding homes but restoring peace and essential services across communities.
An emotional homecoming. After more than 2 years of heartbreak and displacement, several Métis families made a poignant return to Kangchup, a village nestled in the Lamshang subdivision of Imphal West District, Manipur. Once filled with laughter and life, their homes now stand as charred remnants of the ethnic violence that erupted in early May 2023 between the Métis and Kuki-Zo communities. The flames not only consumed their houses but also uprooted their lives, forcing them into relief camps overnight. Today, amidst the ruins, hope flickers again. With the government announcing plans to rehabilitate thousands of displaced families across the state, these villagers dare to dream of rebuilding not just their homes but also the bonds that once held their community together.
Ako'y yamna harawi, yamna appreciate tawe sarkar na sumaina. Ako'y handle niya, ako'y yun na yamna ijaninga ba. Ako'y migida tangjaraga layba sisu nungay tiya day relief camp da layba haba sisu nungay ba amta na te rumam da mi ama pulaga magi privacy haba masu layba na tre aduna yamna wana lay de fabricated house hay sisu yam pick pa kaku adu day da washroom dagi kari day loine test tawraga layba mafam oibanina amata su kana su nungay ba amata na tabanina yamna wana lay aduna yum hanjalo haba se yam harawe adubu.
More than 50,000 people from the Métis and Kuki-Zo communities were internally displaced during the ethnic clashes, and the majority have spent over 2 years living in relief camps, waiting, hoping, and enduring. In Phaijang area of Kangpokpi district, rows of fabricated sheet shelters have become makeshift homes, weathering both time and hardship. Here, 896 people from 184 families continue to live in limbo. While some youth have moved to other districts in search of education or jobs, many remain with nowhere else to go. camp in charge Momoy acknowledges that the government has provided essential facilities. But her heart still longs for Imphal, the city where her life once felt whole.
और यहाँ का लोग हम लोग तकलीफ़ तो अभी तो कुछ भी नहीं है, सब का सब पूरा ऑफिस तरफ से दे रहा है हम लोग, और गवर्नमेंट तरफ से भी हम लोग मिल रहा है। और अभी तकलीफ़ तो पूछने से तो इतना ये कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। याद तो आता है क्योंकि हम लोग छोटे होने समय में तो उधर में रह रहा है ना, उधर में स्कूल भी जाता है और इवन कॉलेज भी ख़त्म आके उसके बाद मिस तो करता है।
At the IDP camp in Faijang, we met Thomas, a young man with a dream and a voice fluent in Hindi. Having lived in both Imphal and Delhi, Thomas aspires to become a journalist. But in the shadows of displacement, his journey is far from easy. For Thomas, the biggest challenge facing residents of the camp and nearby underdeveloped areas is not just survival, but access to quality healthcare, a basic right that still feels out of reach.
हम सब जो कुकी कम्युनिटी के लोग हैं जो इम्फाल नहीं जा सकते कॉन्फ्लिक्ट के कारण, हमें नियरेस्ट है हमारा सेनापति डिस्ट्रिक्ट, उसके बाद है कोहिमा, उसके बाद दीमापुर या गुवाहाटी या दिल्ली में भी हमें मेडिकल लाइन के लिए जाना पड़ता है। तो बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रॉब्लम्स हैं स्पेशली आईडीपीज़ के, क्योंकि हमारा कुछ का घर जल गया, कुछ का सामान लूट लिया गया, कुछ का परिवार के सदस्य भाई बहन माता उनको मार दिया गया, और इसी वजह से बहुत सारे लोग तो मेंटल अनस्टेबिलिटी में भी है।
As Meitei and Kuki Zo families slowly begin their return, their resilience stands as a powerful reminder of the human spirit's endurance. Yet, true rehabilitation goes beyond physical resettlement. It requires lasting peace, adequate security, and access to essential services like healthcare and education. Only then can these communities move from survival to rebuilding lives with dignity, hope, and a renewed sense of belonging.
Security forces, state police along with the 19 AR in a joint effort recovered over 25 weapons, explosives and other items in two separate operations carried out at Tingkai Kulan village, Maihong village and Changgobong village of Kangkopi district on July 22. The recovered weapons include one INSAS rifle with magazine, one 303 rifle with the sight and magazine, one local-made Latot, one .32 pistol with magazine, 4 local-made bolt-action rifles, 2 Cannon pumpies, 1 M16 rifle, 1 MA1 assault rifle, 1 sniper rifle, 1 .32 bore pistol, 7 single-barrel rifles, 4 bolt-action rifles, 6 full-match rifles, 2 improvised mortars and 4 tube launchers. Ammunition recovered from include 50.303 rounds, 2 Lato shells, 10 12 mm rounds, bolt-action, 2 pumpy shells, 1 84 mm RLHE round, 7.62 mm AK blank rounds, 7 single-barrel blank rounds and 23 7.62 mm SLR blank rounds. Explosive items included 4 hand grenades. Other items recovered were 2 Biofeng wireless sets, 2 BP plates, 2 handheld radio sets, 2 number 36 hand grenade arming rings, 4 number 36 hand grenade detonators, 1 sniper rifle magazines and 1 3.2 bore pistol magazine. As the holy month of Shravan continues, thousands of devotees throng the historic Basita temple in Guwahati, especially on the Sunday night and Monday morning, to take part in the bol boom rituals and deeply revered pilgrimage dedicated to Lord Shiva. The chants of Bol Boom echoed through the air as saffron-clad devotees, many carrying decorated kanwars, earthen or metal pots, walked a long distance to collect water from the Bisata river and offer it to Lord Shiva's shrine. The pilgrimage is considered an act of devotion and penance to attend blessings from the deity. A priest from the temple Nayan Moni Sharma explained that the significance of the festival. The Shravan Mela begins from Guru Purnima and continues till Rakhi Purnima. It started on July 10 this year. Sundays and Mondays witness the highest footfall. Devotees take water from the Bisista Ganga and offer it to Lord Shiva, believing that it pleases the great deity. This place is specially sacred because Rishi Basita, Guru of Lord Ram, performed penance here and attended spiritual siddhi. Inside the temple lies a cave where Rishi Basita meditated.
सावन मेला शुरू हो रहा है, तो गुरु पूर्णिमा से राखी पूर्णिमा तक चलता है। और जुलाई 10 तारीख से शुरू हुआ है और हर संडे और सोमवार ज़्यादा भीड़ होते हैं। और सावन महीना सब लोग एक्चुअली जानते ही है कि ये शिव जी का स्पेशल मंथ होते हैं। और एक्चुअली क्या होते हैं, सावन महीना का जो महत्व है ये है कि इस टाइम में संडे को पानी लेकर, ये वशिष्ठ गंगा है, वशिष्ठ गंगा का पानी लेकर पहले तो शुक्रेश्वर में डालते थे और अभी सब जगह जाते हैं। लोगों को विश्वास है कि शिव को इसी टाइम में पानी देने से, सेवा करने से जो चाहिए वो मिलता है। मतलब शिव प्रसन्न होते हैं, शिव भगवान प्रसन्न होते, यही स्पेशल है। ये जो वशिष्ठ मंदिर है, राम का गुरु वशिष्ठ ऋषि अयोध्या से यहाँ पे बहुत सारा घूमकर ये संडासल पहाड़, पहले ये आसाम नहीं था, कामरूप था। कामरूप का संडासल पहाड़ में आके उनको जैसा चाहिए था उसको मिला था कि ये बहुत अच्छा था तपस्या करने के लिए। और ऋषि वशिष्ठ जी ने यहाँ पे शिव जी को तपस्या की थी। भगवान शिव को तपस्या करके यहीं आश्रम पे ऋषि वशिष्ठ जी का शिवत्व प्राप्त हुई थी। मतलब ऋषि वशिष्ठ जी का सिद्धि प्राप्त हुई थी। ऋषि वशिष्ठ जी का शरीर शिव जी के साथ विलीन हो गई थी। ये जो मंदिर है पीछे, इसका अंदर में गुफा है, गुफा का अंदर शिव जी का, ऋषि वशिष्ठ जी का तपस्थल है।
The Bol Boom tradition is not just a local event but a border celebration observed across India and Nepal. The faithful believe that Lord Shiva resides on earth during this time, and the act of walking barefoot, chanting prayers and offering water is a symbol of purification and spiritual commitment. The Shravan Mela and Bol Boom festivities will continue until Rakhi Purnima, drawing more devotees each week in the display of devotion, discipline and divine celebration.
पहली बार आया, वशिष्ठ बाबा का नाम है, पहले सुना है, इसलिए हम तो जानता नहीं है बाबा का नाम, के पहली बार आया था, इसलिए अच्छा लग रहा है। जल यात्रा है जब सावन का मास महीने में। असम है अच्छा है, स्टेट भी अच्छा है, सब भी अच्छा लग रहा है मेरे को।
पहली बार मैं इस मंदिर में आई हूँ, वाकई में मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा यहाँ इस मंदिर में आके। पूर्ण रूप से शांति का प्रतीक माना गया है और महादेव की महिमा सावन के महीने में कौन नहीं जानता है। तो हर कोई भक्त यहाँ पे आना पसंद करता है। तो जैसे मैं आई हूँ यहाँ पे इतनी दूर से, उदयपुर शहर से, तो उदयपुर वाकई में अपने आप में भी एक शहर खूबसूरत है और उतना ही खूबसूरत हमारा गुवाहाटी है। और गुवाहाटी का ये प्यारा सा मंदिर हमें वाकई में भावुक करता है। सावन महीने की महिमा तो ये है कि महादेव की सबसे ज़्यादा पूजा अर्चना की जाती है, क्योंकि इस समय महादेव माने जाते हैं कि साक्षात धरती पे विराजित होते हैं। इसीलिए लोग यहाँ पे भक्तगण जितने भी होते हैं वो कावड़ यात्रा भी करते हैं। कावड़ यात्रा यानी कि एक महादेव मंदिर से दूसरे महादेव मंदिर तक अपनी मन की इच्छा को प्रकट करते हैं उनके सामने।
बोलबम के बारे में मैं तो बचपन से यहीं पे रहा हूँ, तो काफ़ी बार मैं वशिष्ठों से हम लोग कावड़ लेके हम लोग शुक्रेश्वर मंदिर बहुत बार गए हैं अपने मनोकामना पूरी करने के लिए। एक श्रद्धा के साथ जाते हैं ताकि हमारी जो भी विशेज़ है, हम जो भी चाहते हैं जो महादेव से, ताकि वो पूरी हो, वही हम लोग मनोकामना लेके, कावड़ लेके हम यहाँ से पैदल जाते हैं और काफ़ी बार वो पूरा हुआ भी है। तो इसलिए मान्यता बढ़ जाती है और एक भरोसा आ जाता है, विश्वास आ जाता है भगवान के ऊपर। बस इसी विश्वास के साथ हम यहाँ पे आते हैं अपनी श्रद्धा लेके।
The Central Board of Secondary Education has amended affiliation norms to mandate schools to install CCTV cameras with real-time audio-visuals recording at places other than toilets, and officials said on Monday. It also says that safety of students is one of the paramount responsibilities of a school and ensure that the students get a safe and cohesive ecosystem in the school. The safety has two aspects: safety from surpluses, unsocietal elements, and safety for the overall well-being of the children with reference to bullying and other implicit threats. To ensure the safety of students in the school premises, the board has made an amendment in Chapter 4 Physical Infrastructure of Affiliation Bylaws 2018 by incorporating a clause about CCTV installation. The school should install high-resolution CCTV cameras with audio-visual facility at all entry and exit points of the school, lobbies, corridors, staircases, all the classrooms, labs, library, canteen area, storeroom, playground and other common area except toilets and washrooms with real-time audiovisual recordings. As per the Manual on Safety and Security of Children in Schools, NCPCR, school safety has been defined as creating a safe environment for children starting from their homes to the schools and back. The Indian Air Force will be phasing out its MiG-21 fighter jet aircraft by September 2025 and replace them with the Tejas Light Combat Aircraft LCA Mark 1A, defense officials said on Tuesday. First inducted in 1963, these jets will be retired after 62 years of service with the indigenously developed Tejas aircraft, replacing them in all the current squadrons. The squadrons operating the MiG-21 plane are currently in Rajasthan's Nal Air Force Base. The MiG-21 is India's first ever supersonic jet, acquired as part of a deal with the erstwhile Soviet Union in 1963. The aircraft has limited use in 1965 Indo-Pakistan War but was subsequently used multiple military conflicts since, including the 1999 Kargil War, 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. Notably, the aircraft was also used during the 2019 Balakot airstrike against the terrorist camps in Pakistan. During the operation, one MiG-21 was downed, leading to the capture of Wing Commander Abhinandan. The present Air Force Chief of the Air Staff, AP Singh, also flew the MiG-21 aircraft recently. The aircraft jet also has been mainstay of Air Force operations. However, the aircraft has been unofficially dubbed as the Flying Coffin due to the various accidents in it. That's all for now. Keep watching HornbillTV.